Chef Todd and I come out and do a little mystery shopping, put a menu together, and then come back over here and assemble a little bit of food. Today we're doing a vegan dish. It's spaghetti squash, and in place of pasta we're using the spaghetti squash and then just traditional sauces and fresh vegetables. We're going to pair that with a nice fresh Caprese salad and a little balsamic vinegar reduction, and show people what you can do with the products that you can get here from the market. Take them home and cook them yourself. This is spaghetti squash. This is a little zucchini with some bell pepper and fresh basil, a little fresh garlic. Spaghetti squash. I like to throw it in the oven. The downside of cooking it in the microwave is you don't get that nice color or caramelization that you can get when you cook it in the oven. You get some nice color on top of it. Because this is chilled down from being in the cooler, we're going to cook this for about 10 minutes total. In about 5 minutes, I'll add the rest of these vegetables that we've already kind of par cooked. I always like to cook things to par cook or cook them under just a little bit, especially when I'm going to reassemble and reheat. That way what you end up with is a nice, fresher product. If you cook things all the way through and then reheat them, you're going to lose all your color and all your flavor. And I'm really happy with this so far. Just with this bell pepper and basil in this spaghetti squash and that fresh garlic, it's really got a lot of color and a lot of flavor already. The spaghetti squash has a really unique texture to it about it. I'm a big fan. It's got a nice crunch. It's just really different. And the idea of using it as a substitute for pasta is kind of fun because it still has a little bit of that toothiness like pasta does. And once you get that sauce in there, I don't think you're going to notice it at all. We'll add a little love, a little salt and pepper. I'm using an Applewood smoked salt, one of my favorite new things to use. And some fresh ground pepper. Stuff's always better when it's freshly cracked to ground, a lot more flavor. Well, I'm using oyster mushrooms today from Peoria Farms, and Paul sells shiitake and oyster mushrooms. The oyster mushroom is very soft and delicate, has a very light and buttery flavor, and they're good in just about anything you can put mushrooms into, even on a pizza. They're just different than the regular button mushrooms you're used to getting in the store. And again, flavor-wise, they're very mild, take on the flavor of whatever else you're cooking. They're just fun to work with because they're locally grown and full of nutrition. Got some pretty colors happening in there anyhow. So today I'm using this sauce, Tormina. It's a Veluto Rosso from Franco right behind me over here. Was gracious enough to donate that. Pretty simple, fresh vegetables, and a flavorful sauce will make for a very nice tasty dish. And then we'll pair this up with the Caprese salad on the side. Fresh basil, heirloom tomato, traditional Italian, with the exception that today instead of mozzarella I'm using tofu. The tofu is very neutral in place of the mozzarella. It's got just about the same texture as mozzarella. It's firm tofu. That dark sauce on there is a little balsamic vinegar reduction. It's one of my favorite side dishes, especially in the summer when it's hot. For a vegetarian, vegan meal, I think this is pretty fantastic. Thank you for coming out to the market today. You can find us out here every Saturday from 9 to 2 at Peoria Farmers Market, where all the vendors graciously donate their products each week. I come out and do a little mystery shopping, put together a little menu, then come back over to my area here and do a little demonstration, put the food together and hand out samples for free. Gives everybody an idea what they can do with the food that they can take home from the market, or you can come out on a Saturday and have free samples that I will happily cook for you. Thank you for coming out, and for more information you can find us here.